Hello, my name is Sam Chung, a program manager for SharePoint Designer. This video is going to showcase our brand new call web service action, which we created for SharePoint Designer 2013. To help in this particular demo, I'm going to be going over an eBay related scenario. In this scenario, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the daily deals that exist within eBay, and we're going to be populating those deals inside of a SharePoint list and then emailing out that list of deals out to people who have subscribed to it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this is going to look like. So here I am within eBay, and you can see right down here around near the bottom there's this daily deals section. So we're going to be taking these deals that exist within here, and we're going to actually be populating them within this particular SharePoint list that I've already created. And from this list, we're going to actually then email out the entire list of deals out to people who have subscribed to it. So let's go ahead and see what this is going to look like within SharePoint Designer. Alright, so here we are within SharePoint Designer. I've already gone and connected to our site. I'm going to go ahead now and start creating our workflow. So first thing I'm going to do is create a site workflow. And we're going to call it eBay Daily Deals. And we're going to leave it at SharePoint 2013 Workflows. Press OK. And here we are within our text-based designer. Now let's go ahead and start fleshing out this workflow. Now if you remember what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually call into eBay and get that list of daily deals. And in order to call into eBay, we need to add our call web service action. So I'm going to type in here, call HTTP web service. And you can tell right away this is an HTTP web service we're calling. In other words, this is a REST web service that we're going to call. And something else to take note of is that once we've called into this web service, we're going to get back this response. This is the response which is going to contain all that data regarding which eBay is going to respond back with, which is going to include that daily deals information. Now this output here is actually of a new type. This is what we call a dictionary type variable, and what we're going to do is a dictionary is basically an array of objects that we're going to get back. So the next thing we need to do is grab that data from that dictionary variable and take out the pieces that we need. Now this response that eBay is going to give us is actually going to contain a lot of data within it, and we're going to use this get item from dictionary variable. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this first filter pass on it, and we're going to grab just the daily deals from this dictionary. So this is what this get item from dictionary is going to do. Now once we've gotten all the daily deals, we're going to add a loop, and we're going to start iterating through all those daily deals and grab out the individual pieces from within it. So in order to do that, we got this get item as well. What this is going to do is this is going to output to a dictionary. This first get item is going to output to a dictionary, and then from here we're going to actually grab additional items from this dictionary and then grab the different pieces that we want. Now after we've grabbed all the different pieces of each daily deal, we're going to go ahead and create an item inside of a list. And then once we've gone and created all those items, we're going to go on to our next stage where we're going to send an email. Perfect. Now I can go ahead and fill up this, start filling in this whole workflow. But instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a workflow which has already been created for us, right here. Now if you take a look at this does obviously look a lot longer and a lot more complicated than what I was just showing you before. But stay with me, and I'm going to go through this, and you'll see where all this stuff is coming, what all these pieces are doing. So first thing you're going to notice is this, again, that call web service action. If I click inside of here, you can see that it is calling eBay. It is making another call afterwards. This is where we're actually parsing our JSON. We're actually parsing the XML from eBay and transforming it into JSON. After that, we go ahead and you see how it gives us the response in this response context variable. We are then going into this action here where we're grabbing just the daily deals, the items inside of daily deals from that response context and putting inside this deal items dictionary variable here. We're then going, and this next item counts how many items are inside of here. We're doing that because down here we set this index variable where we start at 0, and then this loop is basically going to iterate from 0 up until the number of items inside of that daily deal. So what are we doing inside of the loop? Inside of this loop, what we're doing is we're grabbing all the individual properties of each of those daily deals. And then after we've grabbed all the different pieces, what we're doing is we're actually creating a item right down here. We're going to go ahead and create an item within that SharePoint list I was showing you before. Now this next step here is actually where we're creating the email body. What we're doing is we're combining all those informations from all the different variables up top here, all those different properties of the eBay item, and then we're adding it inside of this variable which we're going to use for the email body. Now once we've gone and done that, we're going to go ahead and this is where we basically increase the index by 1 and let the loop go back to the beginning and start over again for the next item. Now once we've done and iterated through all the daily deal items, the next stage, you'll see how we go to stage 2. The next stage looks a lot like the first stage, and in fact it's pretty much identical. What's happening here is that when eBay gives us the daily deals, it's actually splitting it up into 2 chunks. It's actually got the daily deals section, and then it's got this more deals section as well. If I go back to eBay here, you can see right down here where the daily deals are. You can click on this right arrow and then it'll show you additional daily deals. So that's what this stage 2 is doing. This stage 2 is grabbing those additional deals. Alright, so now that once we've got all that information, you'll see at the very last stage we're doing that send email, where we go ahead and send out an email to, in this case, Hyunguk and myself, and we're going to go ahead and just use that variable with all the daily deals information inside of the email. So once we've gone and and then once that's done, you'll see this next part here. What I've done is that these daily deals change every day. So what this workflow is going to do is that the next part here pauses for 1 day, and then once it's paused for 1 day, it goes back to stage 1 and will fire off the workflow again. And basically, anyone who's subscribed to this workflow will constantly get updates every day with the new eBay daily deals. All right. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead now and publish it straight up to our SharePoint site. Okay, so that's gone ahead and published. Let's go ahead now and go to our SharePoint site. Here we are within that daily deals section. You can see how right now it is blank. So we're going to go and I'm going to open up a new tab and go to site contents, site workflows, and I'm going to start a new instance of our eBay daily deals workflow. So I'm going to go ahead, press that button, and start a new instance. Alright, and you can see how the workflow is now started. It's now grabbing the first set of daily deals, and now it's grabbing the second set. Now it's gone ahead and sent out that email to all the subscribers. Perfect. So I should be able to go back to our list here, refresh this guy, and it should be populated with all those new items from eBay. And there we go. You can see how it's perfectly populated this list with all the different eBay daily deal items. And I should now be able to open up Outlook and take a look at that email. Alright, and there we go. Here's that email. I can open it up. I can see right away that this email was sent to myself and Hyunguk, and you have all the daily deals straight to me as well. Good stuff. Well, that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.